Thank you, Reverend Squire, and thanks to all of you for the opportunity to introduce my younger brother to you today. That is, younger by 5 minutes, but hey, 5 minutes is 5 minutes. As my twin, I've known Jimmy longer than any other person, including our parents. We've been brothers for 6,721 days, and we've slept in the same room for all about 30 of those. That will all change for us next year when we go off to college. We all know that Jimmy is a very special person, and if there's any doubt about that, just ask him and he'll tell you. But I do have a unique perspective, and there are a number of things about him that are puzzling to me. For example, while I know that he's shorter than me, I always find myself looking up to him. Also, while I know that I'm faster than him, I always find myself trying to catch up to him. But really, about Jimmy. As many of our friends know, he's super competitive, so we can all expect maximum effort from him in the pool tomorrow. But more importantly, like every day today, Jimmy is a leader. It is truly a privilege for me to be able to have the opportunity to introduce him to you as the person who will launch us into EA Haverford AIS weekend. So please stand to greet my best friend and brother, James Joseph McEntee, Jr.
Thanks, Vicky. Thank you, really, I mean that. This has been an unbelievable week of school spirit. From students staying at school until 9:30 to decorate their lounge, to students who stuffed their faces for the wing bowl. However, now is the time we move our animosities away from the other classes and towards our common enemies, Haverford and Agnes Irwin. I know that regardless if you're class of 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, or 2017, we all want to dominate the competition this weekend. Use the spirit you've generated within your class and bring it to the soccer field at AIS, bring it to the pool at Haverford, and all the rest of the games this weekend. Some kids look forward to their birthday. Others look forward to Christmas, Easter, Halloween, or maybe even the last day of school. For me, my favorite day of the year is and always has been EA Haverford Day. Ever since I can remember, I've been a lifer here for 14 years. I've gone to watch the football game on that November afternoon. My mom would never let me dye my body blue and his white, but she would permit a little face paint. The highlight of my lower school experience was being in Mr. Fitz's class, mainly because his class was the one that jumped through the paper at the pep rally in Devon. In middle school, I evolved from just watching the football game to watching the water polo game and soccer as well. Sadly, the first water polo game I went to happened to be the first loss for the program on EA Haverford Day, the first of 5 straight losses on Haverford Day and 17 straight losses for the water polo team against Haverford. I remember asking Coach Klein, my old gym teacher, what had happened, and all he could do was shrug his shoulders and say he was sorry. But this year is different. I don't want to just take back the sweater and keep the banner. I want to sweep. Since the inception of water polo in 2002, neither Episcopal nor Haverford has won all 4 events. Similarly, since the beginning of EA AIS Day, neither school has won all 4 sports. I offer you this challenge, something I've been thinking about for a long time. Use your faith in each other to propel you to victory and sweep the day. No person or individual can beat a team built around strong faith in each other, and that's what we have this weekend with all 8 teams. Cross country, you are led by great leaders, Jack and Matt. Your team is always underappreciated, and for this reason, I just want to say thank you. Your success on EA Haverford Day has definitely not gone unnoticed. We hope and know that you will continue your success under Coach Farrell and run hard. To soccer, the talent on your team is clearly not lacking. You have a 4-year starting varsity goalie and great leadership across the board, led by Zach and Rico. You were so close to playing for the Interact title tomorrow. Your team has clearly grown this year, and I'm confident in saying that we are the favorites tomorrow. To football, you fought valiantly last year, and this year will be no different. You have a 3-year starting quarterback who is due for a win on EA Haverford Day. Your running game is ferocious, just like your passing attack. Use your experience to your advantage and get up big and early on the forwards like we did when we were all freshmen. Now for my water polo teammates. I have had the pleasure of spending the last 3 years with you, and we have learned a lot through watching and playing. Finally, we were able to not only beat, but also control the forwards the entire game last year in EA Haverford Day, as well as the first meeting this year. From the starting whistle, attack with an unprecedented passion. Our captains, Charlie and Anders, will lead the way, and the rest of our seniors, Ricky and Brad, will also ensure success. Almost all of us played in the game last year, and we are ready to take the title in their house now. There is a reason that we are already the Interact champs and the Easterns champs. We're the first team to start practice here at EA, and we're the last team to leave. Our work ethic is second to none. We also did a good job of recruiting a Spanish junior national player this year. Yeah, Alberto. But I'm going to be honest with you. There's no tougher place to play than in Haverford's pool. On behalf of the water polo team, I am begging you, all of you, please come support us tomorrow, as well as the rest of the games. There won't be room right before the game to get onto the pool deck, or even 30 minutes right before. You're going to have to come an hour or 2 hours before to ensure yourself a seat. Nothing would make me happier than seeing that pool deck filled with blue and white fans, and I promise you that you will witness something special, as well as on the cross-country course, soccer field, and football field. We have the opportunity tomorrow to sweep, and I really want to bring out the brooms. When it comes down to what matters in life, what we remember in 30 years, it's going to be the way we perform. The way each person measures performance is relatively different, but my scale is not on wins or losses. For me, if at the end of the day I know I left everything in the pool, I will be satisfied. But this is easy for me to say, because I know that if I leave everything in the pool, I have faith that Ricky, Charlie, the rest of my seniors and teammates will also leave everything in the pool. And if that happens, it will be very hard for us to lose. I don't hate many things, as my one-time teacher, Mr. Goins, told me not to. But I do hate the phrase, what if? If I leave a game saying what if, it's failure in my eyes. What if I had shot the ball rather than turned it over on a bad pass? What if I had ran a little faster? Or what if I had hit a little harder? I'm not saying that we don't make mistakes, because we do. Michael Jordan missed shots, but Michael Jordan never thought twice about shooting again, because he had the confidence that allowed him to be great. When Wade Ellington missed 2 straight free throws against Newman Goretti, he still had the confidence to shoot a turnaround J from the free throw line to win the game only seconds later. Some of you might not remember that game, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I was in 7th grade. It was televised on ESPN2 for the title of the best team in Philly. At the end of the game, Wayne did not have any what-ifs. He left his heart on the court. In the pool tomorrow, I will hurt. There will be a point where I want to quit. But I will think back to the hours upon hours of preparation I've put in, the summertime used, and the fact that my teammates are working just as hard as me. My coach and EA alum, Max Kelly, once told me a phrase that I have lived with ever since I've heard it. Pain is temporary, but giving up is forever. Pain is temporary, but giving up is forever. That's the way we all need to play tomorrow, because tomorrow is our last tomorrow. There's one person who has really inspired me over the last couple months. And inspired the water polo team as well. As most of you probably know, my coach, Brian Klein, is fighting the ongoing fight of cancer. He's always taught me to live life and play the game water polo the right way. We let our game do the talking, rather than talk trash on Facebook or on the pool deck. I think that's something we have to keep in mind this weekend, that no matter what the opponent is shouting or cursing, we will take the higher road. In the conversations Coach Klein and I have had recently, he shared a lot of inspirational material with me, and I believe the following quote to be truly remarkable. The thing that makes life so interesting is that the theory of evolution claims only the strong will survive. Maybe so, but the theory of competition says that just because you're stronger doesn't mean they can't get beat up. That's right. You see, what every long shot come from behind underdog will tell you is this: the other guy may indeed be the favorite. The odds may be stacked against you. Fair enough. But what the odds don't know is that this isn't a math test. This is a completely different kind of test, one where passion has a funny way of trumping logic. So before you step up to the starting line, the line of scrimmage, before the whistle blows and the clock starts ticking, just remember out here that the results don't always add up, no matter what the stats show and the experts think, and the commentators may have predicted. When the race is on or the ball is dropped, all bets are off. Don't be surprised if someone decides to flip the script and take a pass on yelling uncle. And then suddenly, as the saying goes, we have ourselves a game. This weekend, we have 8 games. Whether you're the underdog or the favorite, play with passion, and let's go win them all. Thank you.